As we were driving through and just looking at like all the different buildings and businesses, I was like, this is...
I think it was the windmill that sold us. We were like, this feels
really,
right.
Like, cinched that into our brains of just like, I dig it. I really like this place.
I'm Richard Clark. I am a podcast producer and a recent transplant to Batavia, Illinois. I moved here about 6 years ago and have been looking for ways to belong, to feel a sense of belonging.
It was a gorgeous night, and so I said, let's just go downtown and walk around Batavia. And so we brought our dog and we walked around River Street and across the Peace Bridge and up Wilson, and there were people everywhere. There were people out. Sidecar Supper Club was doing trivia night, so like River Street was full of people. The popcorn depot was popping popcorn. And we ran into so many people that we either knew personally or kind of knew them. You know, they kind of knew us, and so you could kind of just like, hey, how are you? You know, and wave.
I have grown to love this town, but I found myself too often feeling like I was looking at it from the outside in. I blame myself mostly for this. I spend a lot of time in my house watching television or hanging out with my family. I don't always take every opportunity I have to get out of the house and spend time in the community. This is especially true, of course, in the winter months. And even when I do, I find it hard to put myself out there, especially in crowded spaces.
There's a lot of Batavians who have already found that belonging. And I think there's a lot of people who haven't quite yet found it. And I want to be like, this is here for you.
But I want to be a part of things. And I figure there are a lot of people like me here in Batavia.
You know, it's showing up. Instead of just plopping down in front of another television show, it was, let's just go walk around.
So I'm getting out of the house and I'm going into some of those local businesses that I'm most interested in here in Batavia to have one-on-one conversations with the owners of these businesses about why they do what they do and what it means to belong in Batavia.
I don't care how long you've lived here. You could have lived here for 2 days. As long as your heart is in Batavia and you care about the town and you want to see it improve, I think that's what it means to belong. I think, you know, you have to have some stakes and some interest in being here. You know, I think if you decide this is where you want to belong, then you belong here. And that's the simple answer.
I'm doing what I can do to be a little more present in my community. And my hope is that by listening to these conversations, you'll be inspired to find ways you can do the same.
When I'm getting calls from the city of Batavia, hey, can you cater an event for the, employee holiday party, or Batavia Park District, hey, can you count on you to do this event, or the Flag Monument event, can you come down and even knowing that it may not be a big profitable event for me, but here I am doing what I can for my town.
Each episode this season, I'm talking to downtown small business owners about why they do what they do and what it means to belong in Batavia, Illinois. Subscribe or follow now in your favorite podcast app so you don't miss it when Area Code Batavia, Episode 1, launches Friday, February 9th.